What's up? This is David Banner, and you are looking at All Urban Central.
Yo, what up? It's your big homie Kodak. This is All Urban Central. I got my guy here.
What's up, man?
Mr. Godbox himself,
Man,
David
I
Banner.
thought they was gonna kick you out the city, bro.
You know,
you still here?
I'm still here.
Nah, the reason why I'm saying it, y'all, is because I met him when he first, got some of the positions that he was able to get, bro. And I knew it was something that Atlanta hadn't seen before. And I'm not gonna tell him because I don't know if it's affiliated or not.
Oh no, it's definitely not affiliated.
Yeah, that's why I didn't say that. But
I will let you know this is black owned.
Okay, that's even better. Yeah, you had that conversation.
Yeah, this is definitely black owned.
But I'm proud, man, that because you blazed the trail that a lot of people don't know that you blazed, man. And I know that you wasn't quite sure because I saw it in your eyes when you were talking to me, man. Because I only did that initial interview that we did for them other folks just to give you something.
And it worked. It worked.
And they played the shit out that motherfucker too.
It was only because it was you.
Thank you.
It was only because it was you, man.
Can I tell you something? And we can't. We're not gonna tell y'all who it is, but I had a conversation with them people, and them white folks told me something that actually shook me. They said, David Banner, we don't ask nobody else for no permission when we talk about them. She said, but we respect you over here. We respect, whether we agree with you or not, don't matter. But what you are trying to do for your people, we respect it. So that's the reason why before we put out stuff about you, we try to find you because the people over here respect you. And that's why now I talk to them.
Yeah.
Because I was like, damn. Because they sure could have aired all that shit that happened to me, especially in D.C.
Yep.
And they didn't. They called me and made sure. And I remember when I went to Ebony, that's what they said. That's how black people used to be. It's the same amount of black people doing bullshit back then as the artists now.
Yeah.
But there was an unwritten rule that we have to protect our people.
Yeah, it's funny you mentioned that because last week I was at T.I.'s Trap Music Museum, and there were situations out there, and it was like, this is why you have to respect the person beforehand. Like that's for me. Respecting them is of the utmost importance.
And then me and T.I. had this conversation. T.I. represents so much more than what he knows. T.I. is our generation's hero. And no matter who we are, no matter how well you think you can rap, we have to support the person who is in the position to go. And the stuff that T.I. is doing in movies, the stuff that he's doing in music, we got to support him. Definitely. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's how I got the record on his new album. Was I called him and I was like, my dude, like, I'm here for you.
You produced one of them?
Yeah.
Which one?
Looking Back.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
Oh.
Well, I co-produced it with THX, but
the album's banging.
But it happened because I went to Jay-Z's brunch in New York, and I saw how I believe because the shift that music made, it made New York cats really deal with each other, whether they liked each other or not.
Because you had to.
Because you have to. Because music is changing. And so I called T.I. that night at 3 o'clock and was like, dude, do you know me and you have been in the studio in 10 years? And he was like, damn, bro, we haven't, have we? I was like, bro, I don't need nothing from you, bro. Let's just get in the studio and make good music. And if we make good music like we made music in the back of that salon, like we did Rubber Band Man in the back of a hair salon.
And that was a classic.
You know what I'm saying? He recorded that verse the first time in the bathroom, my dude. And I was like, bro, we just got to get back in and work. It could be an album, it could be a song. Let's just work, and the money will come to us. I'm not worried about no money. Let's just make good music.
Definitely. So we're talking about supporting each other. We got to, of course, talk about you and what you got going on. I got to mention we at Our Heart Building. We downtown. We here. But let's talk about you. Movie. Yeah, man. Actor.
Oh, man. I'm in my 22nd film, Never Heard. It's my second movie that I'm starring in. And I just like everybody to know, man, that I couldn't have done this without y'all. I'm one of the few artists that people allowed to change, and people still dealt with me. Most people, when they change up, folks don't mess with them no more.
Yeah.
No, they just leave them, period.
Oh, okay, yeah.
But people have supported me and Never Heard. It's coming out November 1st. It's going to be in the movies for one day.
Oh.
So we need everybody to go see it. It's go to Fathom.
Fathom Events.
Yeah, fathomevents.com and type in Never Heard. You can pre-order your tickets. Or you can go to any other AMC theaters, and they're there. But if you go to fathomevents.com, it can show you where the closest theater. And we drive everywhere in the world to do some bullshit. If you got to drive an hour or two for me, I just ask y'all to do that for me because we need that look. And it also helps me as a leading man. You know, that was the reason why I just lost close to 30 pounds, bro, because, you know, I'm getting older now, bro. I got 5 more years to be a superhero. And then I got to do the Denzel little pudgy stomach and just find me a walk and start talking like this. You know what I'm saying? But I always wanted to be a superhero for our kids, man. And in some ways, people say that I am. But I want to show that on the screen, man. I want to show, you know, it's a disgrace that there's not more black heroes when the word hero comes from the black god Heru. You know, so that's what most of us don't study. We don't even know. So how, you know, I remember a scientist saying there is no way possible that Superman could be a white man. White people genetically are they reject the sun. They are allergic to the sun. That's why they put on sunscreen. Darkness attracts light. Light retracts light. It sends it away. So if Superman is a battery, Superman's supposed to be the same color as Akon. A god. A white man said that.
So Michael B. Jordan could really be Superman light.
I even think Michael B. Jordan is too light to be Superman. If the sun is your main power, so I'm telling you,
who could it be? What?
I say Akon.
Akon?
Yeah. Yeah, be Akon.
Akon. Akon the superhero. We need Akon in these DC films coming up.
Need some David Banner too. But Never Heard, man. It's really important. We got Karuchi, trans. She's in there.
A budding actress.
Yeah, man. She killing claws right now, and I'm grateful for that. It was really great because you know Jackie Long is in the film. Romeo Miller is in it. It's just so many people that's in this film, man, and I'm just proud to be a part of it. You know, Candy Burris. I'm telling y'all, after y'all see the movie, y'all gonna agree with me. Kendrick Lamar and Candy Burris are up for the crackhead of the century.
Wow.
And I don't know which one is better. Like Kendrick had this twitch.
Now I gotta see it.
Yeah.
Now I gotta see it. I gotta see it.
Oh, me being in it wasn't good enough for you to go see it? I thought you was the homie.
You is the homie, but Candy Bird's bad.
Oh yeah, I would go see Candy before I go see me too, bro. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah, man. So one question I do have to ask. I've been following David Banner since Baptized in Dirty Water.
Right, thank you.
My mom brought me that CD when I was in.
Your mama bought you?
Did.
Bro, that's been that. Okay.
Yeah, my mom bought that for me. So seeing your progression as an artist, as a person, I have to ask, what life experience kind of kicked that off for you?
Well, I've been conscious since I've been in 11th grade, man. But what happens is, being a rapper gave me an opportunity to dream and to look at the world. A lot of times, most of us work so hard every day that we don't even have time to read and think. You know, and being a rapper gave me an opportunity to have time to look at the world, you know, and travel the world and see different aspects. You know, I told somebody, if I would have stayed in the same environment that I come out of and you would have gave me all the money that the folks gave me, I wouldn't have done nothing but bought rims and gave my money right back to people who don't care nothing about me. You know, and I think that's one of the reasons why, you know, if you notice it, the slaves, the main thing they kept away from slaves is what? Information.
Yeah, I was about to say.
Yeah.
You saw it coming out of my mouth.
Yeah, information, bro. So, like, I'm so grateful that people afforded me that time. You know, just sometimes I wish, you know, and this is sort of scary, but I want y'all to look at it, man. Like, it ain't too many people who haven't made it in America without doing something that white supremacy benefited off of. You know, look at me, like a pimp. You feel what I'm saying? Look at most of us. We running their footballs, entertaining them, you know, or we end up going to their school. We do something to let them benefit off of us first. And whether it's killing our own people or talking bad about our own people, I want to be one of the artists that put young black men and women in a position for them to be themselves and not have to sell themselves short in order to be able to feed their families.
Well, since we're talking about black artists that kind of like sell the black people out as a whole, I know today we saw Kanye go into, and it's kind of like a cause and effect thing right now, because every time David Banner comes up to iHeartRadio, Kanye says something crazy.
Yeah.
So what are your thoughts about him, first of all, going up there and then making statements such as black people need to stop killing each other before we do anything?
It's hard for me because I made a vow to myself that I would try as hard as I could not to publicly go against another black man, because black folks are not the true problem. The worst thing that ever happened on this planet to any group of people are old white men. But because they're so savage and they own most of the resources, everybody is afraid to say something. Have you ever noticed what white people have done to the Native Americans, what white people have done to the Mexicans, what the white person has done to the Africans? But those three groups of people don't get along with each other. Their one common thing that they could at least agree on is the oppression that old white men have given to this earth and to their people. But we still can't get together. For me, Kanye is a distraction. The problem that I have with black folks, if you don't fuck with Kanye, then don't fuck with him.
They go out their way to say they're not going to
Kanye, see, you remember when we talked about that there's really no difference between good and bad? It's the same thing. It just depends what perspective you. All Kanye needs is attention. Like, that's it, and you give it to him. Ignore the motherfucker, period, if you don't like him. You know, and the thing is that what I think Kanye should do is stop speaking on the behalf of black people.
Yes.
You apparently don't represent us no more. And that's by choice.
Yeah.
And that's by choice. And you are in a world now that's encapsulated. So there's no way for you to really be able to get the everyday experience of the true black person in America. So I feel sort of about Kanye, about how I feel about a lot of these bougie black folks. Go on over there with the white folks that you really love, and just, like, I'm just gonna say it. That's how I felt about the Oprah Winfrey Show. You know, I used to feel like she would never say nothing about white folks, but anytime she could get ratings about talking about black people, she would. I don't mind you being over there with the white folks. I'm not saying that she's a bad person, but if you don't fuck with us, you know, I remember her making a comment that she wanted to go and give her money out of the United States because, you know, Americans didn't respect certain things. And that's fine, that's your money. But if that's the case, then don't talk about us at all. Like, why does Kanye feel the need to always reprimand black people when you don't say nothing about white folks, for the most part? And when you say it, you're timid. White people don't care about black people. Come on, man, stand up and say it. Or don't say anything at all. See, the thing about Kanye is one of the reasons why I don't go hard on Kanye is because I don't know the depths of his mental problems. Or I don't, you know, his mom died. I don't know if he fully grieved. Something just doesn't seem right to me. And as a person, I have before, and the Honorable Louis Farrakhan taught me this. He was like, bro, before you go to war with somebody, have you spoken to them personally? Have you analyzed their true problems? Something may be wrong with him. I don't know, but Kanye doesn't, he doesn't move me one way or another. If you don't fuck with Kanye, just leave him alone. Just don't worry about him. Because as soon as black people stop giving him the attention, the white folks will turn the cameras away from him.
Definitely. Well, Banner, I appreciate you, man. November 1st, fathomevents.com. Go get your tickets. This is our Urban Central, the greatest show ever. David Banner, Godbox.
I appreciate you, man.
We appreciate you, man.